Tell me now, what is Kobi today, and how do you see that as a future evolution?
If I were to say that we have fed Kobi all the knowledge that any single agent or team or broker owner would need to find success in real estate, I would be telling the truth.
It's going to allow agents to get in front of more people, because the one thing that we believe is that the agent is not going anywhere in terms of AI taking over.
This is entrepreneurship at its best. Then the world evolved. Now we have this cool thing called AI that's apparently not going away. Tell me now what is Kobi today, and how do you see that as a future evolution?
So we talked about consistency a second ago. We took what we believe, and again, we continue to ask, fight, wrestle every single day as to what the best thing to provide the industry with that's going to save the most time, that's going to help the next person become more consistent for longer, consistent for longer, while producing the most. Staying consistent, everybody can be consistent for a week, for a month, for a year, now you start dropping. Second year, now you start dropping more. Third year. To be consistent like this for 17 years is ultra rare. And it's only because we're actual friends. We have trust. We've never stolen from each other. There's a million reasons why. But we are now the longest partnership I've ever witnessed. I don't know a single other business person in a partnership for longer than ours. We're like, as of right now, and I'm sure there is.
Sure.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And consistency is what keeps this going.
Yeah.
Because I never have to think as to what he's doing. This platform that we're building is our way of giving back to what's been taught to us. If you can come here and consistently find the most useful, cutting edge tools for your business, it'll make it easier for you to come back tomorrow and the week after and consistently find useful, money-making, life-easing ways to move forward.
I think it's easy, and you can kind of wrap it up in what Kobi is. Kobi's an AI assistant for real estate professionals. And so it's really distilling and delegating all the work that an agent either doesn't like to do or shouldn't be doing, and allows them to actually get in touch with their clients. So if that's either putting on more events, you might not know which events, go ask Kobi. How do I follow up? What scripts can I use? The ones that we've been using for 21 years, but also evolving. Ask Kobi. You want to do a CMA in, I think most people might take an hour and a half, 2 hours to do a CMA. It's distilled it down to 5 minutes. You can get that done with Kobi. It's not here yet in terms of writing up an offer, but Kobi will be able to write a full offer to your point of where is it going. It's going to allow agents to get in front of more people, because the one thing that we believe is that the agent is not going anywhere in terms of AI taking over. So we're really just empowering the agent, not trying to get rid of the agent, because unless
everybody can't wait to get rid of the agent.
Yeah, that's not what
this is going to take out the agent. Nothing will take out the agent
unless robots start selling to robots. Then that might happen, but until then, we're okay.
We're gonna be all right.
And so we found a way to empower the agent.
And let me give an example, because people are like, so what is it? Like ChatGPT can't do it, or Gemini, or Claude?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So let's be very, very clear. Claude is 1 million, trillion, gazillion times smarter than real estate agent Kobi. real estate agent to Kobi is for real estate.
Yeah.
It is not linked to the internet. It is linked to the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, to the entire Canadian MLS system, to every municipal database. So if I were to ask Kobi the address of 1767 Credit View in Mississauga, and I was just to say, create me a report. I'm meeting my client tonight for a potential listing presentation. Tell me about this home. I've never been inside the home, but it's going to pull up that it's backing onto the Credit River, that insurance is going to be about 30% higher than anywhere else nearby it. It's going to say the highest and best use is to potentially add a laneway home. When I go up and show up to your house, Chris, and you're Chris the client, I'm going to say, I took the liberty of doing a little bit of research. What are the chances that you know half of what I just said, other than your insurance because you pay for it?
You're right.
But did you even know that you're 30% higher than anyone else? Probably not.
Because you just get used to paying the bill.
Because you just get used to paying the bill. So as an agent, what I want to do is I want to be able to arm myself. This is all stuff we built for us. This is why we've been able to do the amount of business we have, is because we take a different approach to real estate. But I want to be able to give that to everyone because I can. It doesn't hurt me to have a better person to work with on the other side of the fence. It actually helps me. So you're able to now show up with a 15-page report with data that nobody would ever, as an agent, you don't have 6 hours to go to planning, to go to zoning, to go to the Laneway Homes website. But Kobi can do that in 3 minutes, all of it, from all the different places. Whatever exists, it will find.
And I was going to say, it's important to mention that we didn't develop, like we're not developers, myself and Simeon. So we partnered up with the Rotman School of Business.
Even though he is Indian.
Yeah, well, yeah. Some of the developers are from India, actually. Maybe. We've actually partnered up with the Rotman School of Business, and we have a full classroom of developers. So I think that's important for everybody to know, because it's not just us sitting in our cave.
We have provided them with maybe, I'm not going to say tens of thousands, but probably 1,000 problem statements. Yeah. This is what the Rotman School of Business did. When we did a partnership with Rotman, their lead professor, and that's Professor Bo Belich, who is an absolutely renowned leader in the AI space, said, I have unlimited access to the top minds of this country. They need problems to solve, but we have to stop making problems up. We need real life problems. So you want real life problems?
Really? Follow me around for a few hours.
I was like, is that right? Yeah. I was like, well, here's a list to start.
Yeah.
And that's when, like, we were never in AI. We were in training, we were in coaching, we were in business.
Yeah.
But this whole AI thing stemmed from really that. We were building a technology website, but never an AI. When we met with this partnership with University of Toronto is what fueled it, because we just happened to get, this is all through DMZ, lots of people to thank for that, which is the kind of the accelerator, the hub, downtown Toronto. And they allowed us the ability to provide them with every problem known to this industry. And it's a limitless problem list.
Absolutely.
Because
it's ongoing. Yeah, that's
forever, and it will be forever, because you're going to come up with a different problem tomorrow. Not because you're a problem maker, it's because your set of circumstances create a ripple effect of all the things that lead to issues.
100%.
And that's what we're solving for. So if an agent can be consistent in coming to one place to consistently find those tools that will help them make a better business, I think that's what we're building. I think that's what Kobi Pro is, and it's just going to get better and better.
Well, we started the conversation today around education, right? And how you guys started your journey in real estate sales was focused on education, and you're just continuing on, as I see it, in that exact theme.
Yep.
You know, you have two markets or two audiences, right, that we're educating now, and because of the work that you've done and the focus that you've had on video and content creation and conversations and wanting to educate people, you know the power of it. And I think this is what's so important, is when you say, you're not the coders in the background putting it together. That's a different set of skills. But the skill set that you provide, that you bring to the table, I think is most important. Is you're doing it every day.
Yeah.
It's the business logic.
Right. It's the business logic. It's the vision. It's the understanding of the challenges that as a professional realtor you face every single day. And that's why it's going to be, a resource that'll be second to none.
What the reason I mentioned it's ongoing, because when we got started, we didn't see Kobi as helping even agents with scripts in terms of calling people. But then as talking about business logic and seeing it every day, one of the most asked questions from agents is, what do you guys say when you call people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow, like we just naturally do this.
But it's not natural to everyone.
It's not natural to everyone.
Yes.
And then it was broken down. Well, I have Chris, who's a cousin of mine, but then I have Maddie, who's a past client of mine. Then I have Sam, who's, a service provider. Do I speak to them differently? Well, yeah, obviously, right? If Maddie bought a condo with you a couple of years ago, here's a certain way that you can maybe open up a conversation. We turned Kobi into that, where Kobi is helping now agents with phone scripts, email scripts, text scripts, right? And that's all because we were being asked on a regular basis. And so if you go to KobiPro.ai now and actually put in a prompt, just see what Kobi gives you back. It will start to learn you more and your business needs, and that's how it's reverse engineered.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But you have your coach, your real estate. Like, again, I've learned from one of the best coaches in the business, Verl Workman, for example. I worked with him for forever and a day. And this is a traditional, basic, fundamentalist in real estate. 50 years in the business. He has created billions of dollars in success through his coaching. And I'll say the same for Tom Ferry, because we followed him forever. I'll say it for
So many.
so many.
Yep.
Richard Robbins, another phenomenal leader in the space. All of the coaching, all of this boils down to what? Execution and consistency. Mm-hmm. If I were to say that we have fed Kobi all the knowledge that any single agent or team or broker owner would need to find success in real estate, I would be telling the truth. So it's not ChatGPT, it's not Claude, it's not Gemini. Mm-hmm. But can it be prompted? It's an AI, it looks exactly like any other AI, mm-hmm. where it says, "Good afternoon, Simeon. Mm-hmm. How can I help you this afternoon?" Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say, give me 10 ways for me to be creative at a listing appointment. Give me, what should I talk about with Maddie? I'm meeting her this afternoon. She's 27 years old. She's a school teacher. She's getting married next month. What should I be talking about with her? Because I'm 46. I'm in a different generation. What is hot for a 27-year-old girl who's getting married next month? It'll give you ideas. Why? Because it's drawing from tens of thousands of hours of transcripts, videos, audios, and books.
And Simeon, not only that, even more detail, it will search your inbox, your Gmail, to see what conversations you've had with Maddie.
It's connected.
It's connected to your
your
inbox,
business.
to your bit, and say, "Oh, I noticed that, yes, she is getting married, and here's some replies you can give her," right? So the connections to your actual business, it's insane what AI can do now and how fast it moves. And if you ask it a question and it doesn't have an answer, the problem statements that Simeon was speaking about, within a week, it will already be able to have that fixed for the next time. So that's why it's so important for people to keep testing it and using it, because it gets to learn you more and more.
It's incredible. And I think the way you guys have harnessed technology into your business, and you mentioned earlier without losing the personal touch, has made a massive difference. You used the word execution. What do you think is the biggest hurdle from for professionals in our industry to get to a level of consistent execution?
It's burnout doing stupid shit. It's people don't know what to do and when. Our industry is inundated all day, every day from a million different people. Again, opinions are like a-holes. Everybody has one. We're sharing ours right now. At the end of the day, from the time a realtor opens their eyes to close them at night, they get pitched at least 30 different things, ideas of what's going to make them $1 million. And if you cannot simply put a plan together, I'm talking the back to basics plan. Start there. Jas has 100,000, 20,000, I don't know how many followers you have. If you think you're going to open an account tomorrow and then you're going to buy followers, or you think you can just get there overnight because you danced on TikTok, you're not replicating Jas's business. No. You're not Jas. No. You're you. Yeah. So you need to start. So as a professional, stop the noise. For example, this guy literally uninstalls Instagram twice a day. Why? Because he doesn't want to be distracted by it. When it's time for Instagram, he'll put it back on his phone. He literally takes it off because the habit right here is, what am I going to do right now? I'm bored. I'm talking to you, but I'm bored. Look what just opened. Mm-hmm. That's what was last on my phone when I was sitting right there. Mm-hmm. If you uninstall it, you can't do that. So you go back to your thoughts, back to your concentration, back to execution. So that's you. I don't care. Like, I have my time blocks and we all work differently. But when you're asking it is chaos, mm-hmm. thinking chaos, mm-hmm. that is the biggest problem. Yeah. You need to simply prioritize how you want to build your business. If you don't have a business plan, I mean, there's so many things. Business plan, basics, master those, and keep adding slowly but surely verticals that complement you as a human, mm-hmm. complement what you actually want to get to be.
Yeah, I think for me, just what I notice from people, mm-hmm. and obviously my own experience, it's not having and this is going to go more into a mindset thing, I guess. Mm-hmm. It's not having a strong enough why. Like, why do you want to make money, right? I think people are like, okay, I want to make more money, but why? Mm-hmm. Because shit's going to get hard. There's going to be days where you don't want to do it. In sales, the amount of like, you have to be insane. There has to be some wiring that's a little off to be a salesperson. It just has to be.
100%.
Like, for you to take the rejection on a daily basis.
And the risk.
And then the risk. The sleepless nights. As nice as Chris is, he doesn't give us a salary, right? Like, we love him as our broker owner. He's awesome, the best, but
that's not the industry, right?
It's not the industry. And so to do it the next day, you have to be
Nobody gives Chris a salary either.
Right, no, exactly. Right? Same thing. And so if you're not reminded of your why every single day, I think it's so easy to fall off, right? So for me anyways, I wanted to get back into shape. And I have been a yo-yo my whole life with my weight. I can lose it pretty quickly, but I obviously gain it a little bit faster. And it's funny, right? You can lose 10 pounds and then you gain 20 a lot quicker than you can lose it. But then when my why got strong enough, which was, okay, I don't want to be 87 years old and look back to the 44-year-old version of me and say, damn, man, you were lazy and look, you can't, my mom has bad knees now. She's like almost 80. My dad is starting to get a little unhealthy and I don't want to be that guy. So that why for me, the days I don't want to work out, I'm in the gym. Sales, for me, it's like, okay, no, I want to show my two boys that it doesn't matter what you're going through. You're going to deal with rejection, even if you're not in sales, whatever. Yep. Can you keep going? And so that's my why. Everyone's why is different, and my why is not better than anyone or worse than anyone.
Just yours.
If you can just remind yourself of that why, like literally, I have to have hacks in my life. Simeon mentioned, yes, I have to take off social media. I post every day. I write my own comments. I write my own captions. But I noticed 45 minutes here, an hour here. Next thing I notice, I'm on social media for 2.5 hours. Collectively, it's off my phone. So I have no social media platforms. Twice a day I go in, do my posts, and then I'm out. With another hack is having Post-its, like for real, like when you're brushing your teeth, hopefully twice a day, maybe just having a sign up or a Post-it on what the why is. Maybe it's your kids, maybe it's whatever. Maybe you have a chip on your shoulder. Reminding yourself of that why every day, I believe will help you execute more consistently.
And would you say that once you got clarity on your why, did that change your trajectory, do you think, at all in your business?
1,000%.
In your life?
1,000%. 1,000%. Because in terms of the health, because I think working out and sales, they're very, very similar, right? I feel like, because there's so many days I don't even want to call people. I'm not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood.
So similar because they both require so much discipline,
right?
And consistency.
Right?
So that's why there's such parallels there,
right?
100%.
And then when you can get really, really clear on your why, it makes it easier to take massive action. And that's where I think the magic happens when you're taking a lot of action, because you're going to realize what worked and what didn't work, right? I realized that when we were doing a lot more content and in terms of videos, we got more success. I was like, oh, okay, this is good. But, I noticed that, the long form worked better than the short form type of content at one point. And so I doubled down on the long form. And then there was a switch. Okay, the little 30-second videos are better than the long form content.
The shorts.
The shorts, right? And I'm getting very tactical with people here, but like, when you can take massive action, now you can realize what works, double down on that. What doesn't work, maybe get away from that. And so the only way to do that is if you take action daily.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Simeon, what's your...
It's just that, like, again, we're getting into things and we've done things, and Jas and I just want us to be cognizant that we've had each other as business partners to bounce off, but we've also had the privilege of having some incredible people on our team. If you're a solo agent and you're listening to this, you're like, well, no, I can't do that because I don't have 4 people beside me. What I want to say to you is that you're right, first and foremost. But what you can do is set your priorities. We call it the North Star. That why we call it the North Star. So we have actually changed the course, changed the North Star completely 1 million different times, on demand, and whenever we want to. Why? Because today I woke up and I think that what we focused on yesterday is no longer important to me.
Okay.
And Jas looks at me, he goes, GFY, meaning no, the North Star stays. Or he says, holy shit, you know what? Let's change it. Let's go that way. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you're doing it for the right reason, it serves your purpose, and you can actually chip away at it. If I say I want to be an astronaut tomorrow, it's probably a bad idea. The chances of me completing my degrees and getting to NASA and finding that network of people is slim to none. He would say, bad idea, shut her down.
Yeah.
But if he said, like, let's get into development tomorrow, chances are we could if we wanted to.
Yeah.
We know the people. We can get the capital, whatever the case. There's nothing wrong with changing courses, nothing wrong with reprioritizing. The whole point is to do. And if you're one person, because most people in this business are one person, most. If you are one person, you cannot, by any means, continue on hoping for success if you're going to try something new every day. You can't do that.
No.
Sit down with somebody you trust. Go over your business plan. Go over with your broker, somebody who's tied to your success. The reason we've had this incredible partnership is because when I'm successful, you're successful. If you're successful, chances are I'm going to win too. So if you work with people that win with you and you start sharing your ideas, asking for help, deflate your ego. All of us have egos. I know how good I am. I know what I've done. but I also know how much better I can be. I also know how much more I can learn. I also know how much more this, that, or whatever. I definitely try my hardest to not be the smartest in the room. When you've been around long enough, sometimes it's hard because you have done a lot, like you know a lot. But when you seek people who are better than you, you're going to get better as a result.
And when you said being alone, I think sometimes that's used as an excuse too in our business. Because if you're at an office where there's people, so for example, let's just take Signature, for example. What are we at now, Chris? Like 1,600 agents? In each 3 of our locations, and this is not an infomercial by any means for Signature, but if you notice, in each of the offices, there's people who do show up at the office. And so if you're an agent with Signature, but you're at home and you feel alone, that's your fault. Because you can get in the car, shower, get in the car, show up here, and it's not going to happen on the first Wednesday that you show up. But if you consistently just come here to the office, you'll have conversations with people. You'll pick up on their positive
you
habits.
start leaking up, right? Like you start building your little network.
That becomes like your little environment. Now, if you're at an office that's a smaller, change offices. Again, not an infomercial for Signature. Get into a different environment, right? Now, there's also some goodness to being alone, in my opinion, because you got to get used to that monkey in the brain. Because at some point it's gonna come. And so if you resist it and you don't want to be alone, whatever you resist persists. And so at some point you're gonna have to spend time by yourself anyways, get used to it. But in the business, show up and come to the office, talk to your broker owner, talk to your manager, talk to other agents, because that's the only way that you're gonna start, in my opinion, you're gonna pick up on better habits and hopefully successful habits.
Yep. Brilliant. So education's been a big theme today, obviously.
For sure.
That's, we talk about signature moves, little play on words there. Mm-hmm. I think it's a huge signature move, right? Is to focus on education. You focused at the start of your careers on educating people. You've evolved that to use technology to educate people. You've always been open to education yourself.
Yep. Always
learning.
Always.
Right. Nonstop. Looking for answers, looking for better ideas, looking for better ways. And I think it's been a theme throughout your careers. And just as an outsider looking in, that to me has been a massive part of your success, your philosophy, and the openness to learning.
I think Jim Rohn said it. And if people don't know Jim Rohn, he was like the self-help guru before he was actually Tony Robbins' mentor. And most people know Tony Robbins. He said, a formal education will make you a living. A formal education will make you a living. A personal education will make you wealthy. Meaning whatever you go and learn after you went to, whatever it was, university, got your MBAs, whatever it may be, and not saying there's anything wrong with that. But if you go and learn from podcasts like this, learn from books, go learn from mentors, that will actually make you wealthy. And so for us, it's always been a staple in our life. And it just won't change. We have fun learning. And then bringing that to
we have
people.
fun every day.
Well, for sure.
I was just going to say that you guys have fun with everything you do.
Every single day.
Energy just is infectious. Like everybody around you feels it, sees it. And
well, you were in a room with us last week, actually. I think it was last Monday. And both of us said it. I think we even said it to you guys. I can't remember. But we definitely said it to each other later. We're like, wow, we just leveled up. And the reason being because we were not the smartest people in that room. Like every single person, including yourself, you're way smarter than us in that. And it's so nice for us to sit back and learn from everyone. And then I saw you asking questions of other people. I'm like,
I learned from guys in the room.
And then you get to realize that like, oh, even Chris doesn't know that. Okay, cool. Like, okay, and then yet another guy won't say names.
You know it all.
It's
over.
So like, what I'll do is I'm just gonna say this: like, you have to wake up grateful. If you don't wake up grateful, you're already in trouble. So if you got to wake up, count your blessings, look up in the sky, and like just know that a day is ahead of you. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a plan for the day, you're in trouble again. I'll just tell you how you get in trouble. It's very simple. You wake up ungrateful, you're going to have a shit day no matter what you do. You wake up grateful, you have a chance. You have a shot at it. If you don't know what you're doing after being grateful, once again, you don't have a big shot at having a good day. You need to know what the heck is going on and why.
Yep. And that's why, I mean, one of the things.
So it's everything else can be arranged for, but like, it doesn't matter who you are. Wake up with a smile on your mug. Have a plan for the day. Things are going to work out.
And that's tough for agents, though. They don't have a plan for the day, right? And so
that's what I'm saying.
Kobi literally asks you that. And this is me being like an infomercial for Kobi. Kobi will literally ask you, what do you want to work on today? And if you prompt it, I don't know, great, let's start here. Did you do this? No. Did you want me to help you with that today? And that's where...
And Kobi won't ask you if you want to work out. He's going to ask you if you want a prospect.
Exactly. It's all about your
real
business.
estate.
It's very real estate. It's in that niche, great point. Yeah.
It's not ChatGPT.
Yeah.
This is the ChatGPT for your business.
Yeah.
So wake up grateful. And if you're not waking up grateful, it's because you didn't have a plan yesterday. So you're ungrateful for yesterday, so the vicious cycle continues. Make a plan today. Follow the plan. You're going to wake up grateful, and now you can do it again.
Love it.
And you can have fun doing it.
100%.
Such a fun.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you,
Chris. Brilliant. This is entrepreneurship at its best. And I'm lucky enough to spend a lot of time with these guys. I'd highly recommend you find them on social if you probably, most of people in the world are following you, I feel like right now. But if they're not, great opportunity to do so now. Check out Kobi AI and just watch.
Should we be so lucky that people can continue to pay attention to us? Should we be so lucky that they continue to pay attention to us? I can promise that we'll try even harder to deliver more value. So that's what we're going to do.
There's no doubt in my mind. So be a part of it.
Thank you.
Congrats, guys. Thanks for being here.